And speaking of winning, harness racing's all-time money-winning driver and living legend, John Campbell, visited Bally's Dover recently. And publicity director Al Kraszewski had the opportunity to chat with Campbell about his accomplishments and what's new in the life of this Hall of Famer.
Currently president, CEO of the Hamiltonian Society, Hall of Fame driver in Canada and the U.S. He retired in 2017 with 10,688 wins, 7 Meadowlands Pace wins, and you also won the Hamiltonian 6 times, including my favorite in 1995. You know what I'm saying. You won with Tagliabue, trained by your brother, Jim Campbell.
And it's Tagliabue and Campbell. They've opened up 4 links. Giant Hit is second. Another 2 back to Abundance and 2.5 to Earthquake. Here's a superstar, John Campbell. He's done it again, winning his 4th Cadillac Hamiltonian with Tagliabue in 154-4.
What was that like?
That was a great day for my whole family. My mom and dad were there. All 3 of my daughters were there, and Paula was there. So it was just a great event for us as a family and something that we'll never forget.
And now, congratulations. We look at this year where Jimmy Campbell inducted in the Harness Racing Hall of Fame.
I was sure that after he had the year that he had in the Hamiltonian last year that he would be elected this year, and fortunately he was, and certainly so happy for him, but also so proud of him. I mean, it's one thing, 2 guys from Elsie Craig, Ontario, both end up in the Hall of Fame. It's pretty special.
I know Mom and Dad had to be very proud of you.
Yeah, they were. But my dad has passed away, but it was something that he was proud of us no matter what we did, for sure. But we never dreamt about stuff like this when we were growing up. We couldn't even fathom it.
Yeah, I saw your podcast, which is excellent. There were 4 different editions of the podcast with you and Jimmy, and I laughed and I also learned a lot.
Well, it was fun to do. I mean, it was certainly different for me being the interviewer. I mean, it was easy to do with Jim. We did have a lot of fun with it, and we got great feedback from it. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun, and I could take a few liberties with him that I couldn't take with somebody else.
Well, let's look ahead now in your position with the Hamiltonian Society. Anything out there that you'd like to discuss?
Not too much. We're very happy with our big events, the Hamiltonian and the Breeders' Crown, that both of them this year went off. We had a great crowd, great handle at the Hamiltonian, and a great race. And same for Breeders' Crown, record handle for Hoosier, and they do a great job putting on the event. The racing was just phenomenal. Just as a fan as I am now, it was great to watch the races and the matchups out there. So now we're on to looking at the stake season, planning that for next year, and hoping to be back bigger and better in 24.
John, thank you very much for taking some time out. Always a pleasure to see you. Say hi to the family for me.
It's always fun coming down here. Thanks, Al. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
It's always great to get an update from John Campbell, and we thank him for being a huge part of our standardbred sport and a wonderful ambassador in the industry.